Everybody on this cold, snowy Monday evening. Welcome to GeekyKOOL presents Geeky Cinephiles. Joe, did you guys get a lot of snow up in KC?
Just a little bit, about
Did you?
10 inches.
Okay, just 10 inches. Well, see, there
Yeah.
you go.
How about
Yeah,
you
yeah.
guys?
They talked that we were going to get 12 to 18. I think we ended up with 7, 8, something like that. Still, it's a nice little snowfall. It'll take 7 or 8 inches. That's fine. Um,
Yeah. I mean, they
but
closed school today just
yeah,
because it was so cold, and two,
hmm
they just can't clear the roads because it's so cold.
right. And same thing here. They did the same thing. They've canceled for tomorrow now here also.
Oh,
So
wow.
So a couple months ago, we decided it was Leonardo DiCaprio's birthday. We were going to do a special on that, and then life happened, and we weren't able to do that episode. And then we hit the holiday time, had some Thanksgiving stuff we wanted to talk about, Christmas movies, and then of course the New Year. So now we're going to get back to DiCaprio. Happy belated birthday, Leonardo. We are going to give you our 5 favorite. Now, this may not mean these are the best DiCaprio movies, but these are our favorite ones for particular reasons. So, and we do have a couple honorable mentions that did not make the list that I really thought should be on it, but I wasn't going to move from the ones I had. So,
Okay, yeah.
all right. So, all right, Joe. What's the first one on your list here?
First Leonardo DiCaprio movie is, I guess I'm going to go 1 through 5.
Okay, all right. I'll do
Uh,
the opposite. I'll go 5 through 1, but that's great.
okay.
We'll do that.
Number 1, top favorite is Inception.
Yeah, yeah,
2010, I believe.
yep. A
Filmed by Christopher Nolan.
mind bending Christopher Nolan movie.
Yep.
So out there and unusual for the time. They've done a lot of things similar since, including the Doctor Strange movie has a lot of play off of that. But yeah, this movie revolutionized a lot of things, showed what Nolan could really do. Very cool DiCaprio movie. I love this one a lot. This one was also going to be on my list, but I went ahead and made 5 other ones. But yeah,
Okay.
great pick. Great pick. What did you like about it? What was your favorite part of this movie?
I mean, everything. It's probably my top 10 favorite movie one of
Yeah.
all time. The direction, just the dream sequences. It basically, if you don't know what it is, it's about a guy who steals dreams. He goes into dreams and steals things from people. I'm not saying it well.
No,
But
you got it.
it was revolutionary in terms of the way it was filmed.
Yeah.
There's so many different scenes where they're suspended in air. Characters are suspended in air, and they had to build sets that would spin, in order to
Mhm.
get that effect. And it's just there. I don't think there's a slow moment in it.
Right. I agree. It makes you think what is really real and what's really a dream, and is any of this at all real? So
Yeah.
it's a mind bending, fun movie that it takes you out there and makes you think. That's a great pick, Joe. That's a great
Well,
pick.
thank you.
So, like I said, I'm going to go the opposite way. I'm going to go start at my bottom one. But again, it doesn't mean it's bad because I knocked off some really good ones to be here. But one of my favorite DiCaprio movies was a little Western with a great cast called The Quick and the Dead.
Forgot about that one.
Yeah, this is a great movie. Sharon Stone, Gene Hackman, Russell Crowe, and DiCaprio. So his role in this may not be the shiniest. He's not the center point of this movie, but he's
Right.
great in this movie. I love him as an actor in this movie. A very young DiCaprio still, and Sharon Stone is really cool. Gene Hackman. Who doesn't love Gene Hackman? I mean, Lex
Right.
Luthor, after all, right? And of course, Russell Crowe. So this is
Yeah.
a fun movie, a movie about a contest to see who is the fastest, and it's a lot of fun. So I give a nod. I'm not a super big Western guy, but this one makes my list. So
Yeah. Wasn't it kind of one of his breakout rules too?
it was a breakout role. Yes, it was. Um, Yeah,
Yeah,
and
great choice. I agree with you.
yeah. All right. Well, what do you got next for us, Joe? What's the next one on your list?
I think I have. Let's see. You know what? I'll go number two is The Departed.
Oh, yeah. The Departed is a great movie there. Yeah.
Yeah, Martin Scorsese. Probably also one of my top 10 favorite movies of all time. It's about uh, cops that are corrupt and cops that are good, and about a criminal who happens to be an FBI informant. It was partially based off of Whitey Bulger and the gang, the Winter Hill Gang in Boston, and it's a great movie. He did a great job in it.
He did do a great job in this. It is a wonderful movie. Very well done. Very intense. And
Yeah,
I applaud this one. This is a great pick there, Joe, for number two on your list.
yeah. Was that on yours?
It was. It was one of those I wasn't sure was going to make it.
Yeah,
So, but yeah,
yeah,
it was just because there's a lot of things there, and I wanted to make sure we covered everything. So I'm going to
yeah.
go with a remake of a classic tale, so classic that it goes back to Shakespeare. We're talking Romeo and Juliet.
Oh yeah,
I'm actually love this adaptation of Romeo and Juliet. There's a lot of different adaptations, and of course I'm an old theater nerd, so Romeo and Juliet has a really big place when you're starting to talk Shakespeare. But this was super well done. Again, very early DiCaprio there,
man.
and just adapting that whole craziness of Romeo and Juliet. Such fun. I just had to include this on my list to bring in here and give a nod of the cap to Caprio doing Shakespeare. So there you go.
That's a great pick. I think this was right before Titanic.
Yes, yes, it was. Yeah, yeah. I think it was a year or so before Titanic, before he took off. A lot of critics were kind of mixed on this one. Um, it it does take the classic story of the two young lovers on two feuding families, except for they put it in Verona Beach. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a well acted movie. So
Yeah, I agree.
all right, well, what do you got next on your list for me?
I have Catch Me If You Can.
Catch Me If You Can. Another great one. I
Yeah,
started doing this list wondering if we were going to be able to get five apiece, and then realized quickly how many great movies DiCaprio was in. I just wasn't thinking about it. But yeah,
yeah, he really is.
Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah,
Wow.
Steven Spielberg, Tom Hanks, Leonardo DiCaprio. Do I need to say more? I mean,
No, nope.
yeah,
Didn't they recently make a sequel to this? Or
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe
I
I
think they
haven't seen
did.
that.
Anyway, but yeah,
Yeah, it's a perfect heist.
it's
Uh,
definitely a good heist movie. I agree. Yeah.
okay, how about you?
All right. All right. Well, next one on my list is let's see. What is the next one? Oh yes. We're going to go a little biographical drama here. DiCaprio can do just about everything
Oh yeah,
because
yeah,
he certainly does. So we're going to go The Aviator. The story of Howard Hughes,
yeah.
who's a fascinating individual, just
Really,
really out there.
yeah,
Of course, he was a historical individual from 20s, 30s, 40s. Um, but yeah, it Howard Hughes. Um, he was an aviation savant, pretty much, and so very cool movie. Nope. Oh, are you still there, Joe? Did I? Oh, I lost you. So yeah, very cool movie. I love this movie because it really takes a snapshot of the past and brings it to the future, to the forefront here. I love period pieces. Did we get you back, Joe? There we go.
there we go.
I was just saying how much I love period pieces like this,
Oh yeah,
and this does it so well. Playing a character that based on a real person who is just bizarre.
yeah,
What do they say? Um, the rich are always odd.
yeah. That's for sure.
I would like to know To be
Yeah.
honest, just to say, I'd really like to know. I'm willing to try. I'm already odd, so I think I should be
Yeah.
rich. But
I'm with you there. Yeah, I'll try. I'll try. I'll do an experiment. Yeah,
well,
I didn't know who Howard Hughes was before this film,
oh
so
yeah,
it
yeah.
definitely shed some light on that for me.
I knew a little bit about him, just in some references, but I did not know a ton until this movie. But he does a great job playing Howard Hughes, who, Tony Stark and Anthony Stark, his father, are loosely based upon Howard Hughes there. So,
Oh, really?
yeah, yeah,
That's cool to know.
yeah.
Okay. Huh.
So, in fact, I believe his father's Howard Stark. So, again, very much in this line of Howard of them. So, anyway,
Yeah. Yeah. Great
um,
choice.
well, thanks. All right, what one did we got next on your list?
I went with Blood Diamond.
Here's the thing. I have never seen this movie, but I want to
Oh,
see it
wow.
now.
Oh, yeah.
So once you put that on the list, I'm like, I need to watch this movie because this looks cool. Because I was doing some
You,
research on what it was. I'm like, I don't even know this one, so that's crazy. So
you
yeah,
do need, yeah, you do need to watch it. It's about basically the diamond mines. I think it takes place in the early 2000s, maybe late 90s. The diamond mines in Sierra Leone and Africa and other places like that. And he
yeah.
plays a diamond smuggler
Mhm.
who knows someone who found like the biggest diamond ever. So he is going to try to help this guy get out or get back to his family because his family was split up because these apparently African gangsters they just or South African they just hold these people hostage and make them dig for diamonds. So yeah, he did an English. He did a South American accent,
Yeah, yeah.
and it was really good. Yeah, so when you see it, yeah, you'll be
I,
impressed.
I'm excited to see it since you put it on the list because again, I just hadn't seen it, but definitely interested in seeing Blood Diamond. That looks really cool. So.
Yeah,
And again, something completely different from the rest of the stuff we've had here. So
yeah,
everything's just been a little different, so which is really cool.
yeah. Okay, how about you?
Well, the next one we're going to go with is a biographical movie, also kind of a black comedy. Martin Scorsese once again, and
Yeah.
it's The Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh yeah. Oh oh oh.
Ooh, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Parents do not let your kids watch this movie.
No, not a kid-friendly movie at all. We are a PG station, but we're going to talk about things that aren't, and this is clearly one that is not.
Yep. Yep.
But yeah, it parents parents guidance not only suggested but really needed here. Yeah, what a interesting movie about the
Yeah.
stock exchange in the 80s and the crazy world of that and how making money that way. I knew things were a little crazy from that, just remembering what the news had talked about and stuff. But then also from my understanding of movies, I'm like, well, according to 80s movies, all rich people do cocaine. So that
Yeah.
was
Yeah. I guess that's what the 80s was.
exactly. And yeah, so, but no, it's a really interesting look at Wall Street. And you kind of wonder how much of this really still goes on. I mean, yes, you
Right.
had the big crash that happened in the late 80s, 89, that led to a lot of closings of a lot of the stuff. But yeah, it's nuts. So,
How about the scene where he takes the Quaaludes that are really old and basically has to drag himself to his car?
yeah.
That was to his Lamborghini. Sorry.
Yeah, to his Lambo. Yep, yep. Yeah. And then you're going to drive with that, right? I'm like, oh, man.
Yeah.
My
Great,
gosh.
great movie.
Yeah, it is. But it definitely ends as intense. So,
Yeah.
all right, Joe. Well, I think we're down to number one for each of us here. What's your
Okay.
number one? And if you're asking out there, where's this movie? Where's that movie? They may or may not be on our list, like I said. But
Yeah.
all right, Joe, what's your number one here?
I gotta go with Django Unchained.
I guess it's number five for you. Django
Yeah.
Unchained. Yeah, Tarantino.
Yeah,
Another.
he plays a slave owner named Calvin Candy.
Mhm.
And I mean, nobody wants to be this guy,
Right.
but he chooses to play it and goes in and just does it with fervor. And there's actually a scene too where he slams his hand on the table and breaks something, and he's bleeding. That actually happened. He kept going. He kept acting instead of
And that's a good
walking out.
actor for you that'll do that. And
Yeah.
in fact, made it just part of the whole scene, which makes perfect sense. Yeah, I'm not a Tarantino fan. I just I
Yeah.
don't I don't I have friends that swear by Tarantino by everything he does. This is probably my favorite Tarantino movie.
Yeah. Okay.
Just because it's so well acted and it's out there, but it's not as out there as Kill Bill or
Right.
forgetting what some of the other ones are. But yes, so it's a really good. That it may be this one or the one that's
Inglorious
the heist
Bastard.
movie, but yeah, this is really cool. It's it's Western done very super gritty and dark and intense with the main character is a former slave and you're right, DiCaprio is so despicable in this, which being a theater nerd, those are the roles all I always wanted because it's so
Sure.
opposite of who I am, and you
Sure.
can just let it go. You don't have to hold anything back if you're this guy.
Yeah.
You can just do it all. Like you said, slam your hand on the table and break your hand open there. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great pick. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
So
with that one too. Fun to play the bad guy.
it is fun to play the bad guy. And partially, you don't. There's no consequences for it. Being the
Yep.
bad guy, being the jerk, and it's going to be something that Hopefully, you're not. Some people may be, but I'm not typically that way. So my number one is an adaptation of a famous novel that I really like. This novel, and the adaptation is also equally great. Well, we could definitely call it great because it is The Great Gatsby.
Oh yeah, yeah. Baz Luhrmann. Yeah.
And the meme right here, right there, it's a meme of its own,
Yeah.
and so it had to go up at the top of the list. Not just because it's a meme, because it's a great, well acted movie.
Yeah.
From a really good piece of Americana fiction from the late 20s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, with again rich families. I'd love to try to be this kind of crazy. Just let me be eccentric and rich. That would be fine. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Yeah. I would do that too. Give me a second.
So if you guys are asking, where are a couple of other movies that should be on here? We made them our extras because for whatever reason, these aren't the movies that Joe and I relate to the most for DiCaprio. But we have to include them because these are the iconic movies that everybody mentions when they talk about Leonardo DiCaprio. First
Yeah.
one being, of course, Titanic. The movie that was in the theater probably, I don't know, for 9 months. It was just in there forever, and people kept going back and seeing it. And every time I saw it, the boat never failed to sink. So I don't know. It didn't change anything.
Weird. Well,
Kept happening the same way. I don't know.
he wasn't in Titanic 2 either, which is
I
interesting.
know, right? What happened to that? Or in Ghostbusters 2, where the Titanic comes back in to New York Harbor.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Movie geek humor there. The other one that people probably are thinking, they're like, but DiCaprio, I think won or was nominated for not best actor, but what's it when you're best supporting actor, and
Yeah.
that's who's eating Gilbert Grape.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He's great in this movie.
Man.
Um, Such a cool movie. I as much and I went back and forth on this, and I took off The Quick and the Dead, and I tried to take off Romeo and Juliet to add this one in
Yeah.
there, and I'm like,
Good.
I just need to stay true to what I like,
Yes.
and I like this movie. But I don't like it as well as these others, even though
Yeah.
his acting is amazing in this. So yes,
Yeah.
we do account for you people that are yelling at us for skipping Titanic and What's Eating Gilbert Grape. We do acknowledge you out there. These are great movies. We just didn't put them on our list, and that's because this is our list. If you want to make a list, let us know what your list is of your
Yeah.
favorite DiCaprio movies.
Yeah. Interesting fact. You may already know this, but Leonardo was told by several agents to change your name to Jim Walters or something,
Right.
and because you're not going to get cast with that name. And I guess when he went to talk to his dad about it, his dad was like, "Screw that." He's like, "You are who you are," and it seemed to work out fine for him.
Well, in fact, I mean, if it was Jim whatever, would we remember his name so well? Leonardo DiCaprio is a name that sticks in our head because it's so unusual that we're like,
Yeah.
oh, Leonardo, like from the Turtles, and DiCaprio, that's a cool name. So
Yeah.
so it's just it's a different name, but it's one that we know exactly when you say Leonardo, we know you're talking either Turtles or you're talking DiCaprio here, and then whatever the context is.
We can
It's
talk about either if you want.
yeah, exactly. I'm fine with that also.
Yeah.
So that's what we've got for this week, guys. These are our list of our favorite 5 DiCaprio movies, and we included our honorable mentions in there. Let us know what we missed, if we missed anything, and tell us how stupid we are for leaving off these other 2 movies if you want to. That's fine too. We're okay with that. Let us know, whose list did you like better? Did you like Joe's list better? Did you like my list better? We'd love to hear from you, so let us know. But that'll be all we've got for today for you on the subject of Leonardo DiCaprio. But we'll be back next week, so don't fear. Stay tuned. Check us out, and get out there, watch some movies, and stay geeky. And until then,
Thanks, Larry.
we'll see you later.
Thanks.
Thanks, Joe. Have a great night.
You too.